Welcome to this month's episode of Real Simple. We are going to talk all things financing. So basically what I'm going to cover is what is a mortgage, like what goes into that, what is a mortgage, the types of loans that you can get, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my preferred lenders and why I work with them and why I would love for you to work with them too. First of all, what is a mortgage? So basically, the mortgage is like the note, right? That the agreement between you and the bank saying that you're going to pay off this house, and if you get delinquent on payments, then they can take the house. What goes into your mortgage payment is not just like your loan over 30 years divided up, right? Is going to be your principal balance. Okay, so say you buy your house for, $300,000, you put $30,000 down. So your loan is going to be $270,000, right? So that's your principal balance. So you'll have part of your payment will go towards that principal balance. The other part of your payment will go towards the interest rate. The third part of your payment will go to escrow, so that your escrow includes an amount that's allocated for property taxes and insurance. And then for some people, depending on the type of loan, how much money you put down, you might have private mortgage insurance or PMI that you'll also have to pay that will go into that mortgage payment. So your mortgage payment is kind of a bucket of a lot of different things, and that's the amount that you pay every month. So when buying a house, that's kind of what you can expect as far as your payment goes. Now, let's talk about the different kinds of loans that you can get in order to purchase a home. So the first two I'm going to talk about are government-backed loans. So there's like pros and cons of each, right? So the government-backed loan offers the ability to get a loan, get into a house, possibly if your credit score is a little bit lower. So that's a big plus with these loans. One of them there's a lot of pluses with, but I'll get to that. But with that being said, there are like certain appraisal requirements when it comes to getting a government-backed loan, and they're looking at like the health and safety of the house. So some houses you can't even buy with one of these loans if it's like in too bad a condition or whatever that goes. So you're not gonna be able to get like a fix and flip house with these loans. So the first one is the FHA loan. Again, government-backed. Anybody, for the most part, anybody can get like an FHA loan as long as you meet their eligibility requirements, which usually include a lower credit score. So that can be helpful for sometimes a lower down payment. Some down payment assistance programs work with FHA loans. The thing about an FHA loan though is that you will have like private mortgage insurance on it, depending on how much you put down. That'll determine the amount, and that kind of stays with the loan for the life of the loan. So that's kind of a bummer, can be a bummer with that. The next loan is your VA loan. This is for veterans and active duty military families. The awesome thing about this loan is that 0% down, so you don't need any money down for this loan. You may have like an origination fee that you'll have to pay, so you may still have to bring some money to closing, depending on your situation, but 0% down, lower interest rates. The VA loan is an awesome program. But again, you'll have those like appraisal requirements where they're looking at like, the state of the house. Now, those aren't necessarily super strict. Like I said, you wouldn't be able to buy like a fixer-upper with the government-backed loans, but so it's not like super hard to get into a older home or whatever with these loans, but it's just something to think about when you are looking at a house. And if you work with me or other realtors, that are experienced with FHA and VA buyers, we kind of know like what to look for. So if we're looking at houses, I'll be able to point out like this might be a red flag and may hinder us getting the loan, or we may need to ask for repairs in order to get the loan, that kind of thing. And the last loan is your conventional loan. So this loan offers more flexibility during the actual term, but the eligibility requirements are usually a little bit stricter. So you're going to need like a higher credit score. You might need a higher down payment depending on the loan. The conventional loan is not backed by the government. They're offered by like private lenders, they are sometimes backed by investors, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the conventional loan. But if you did have to pay like PMI, that private mortgage insurance on your conventional loan, the nice thing about the conventional is that once you've paid up to 20% of the loan, then you can request to have that PMI knocked off. So it does not have to stay with the loan for the life of the loan. They only ask for that PMI if you don't have 20% down. So there is, like I said, some more flexibility there. You can usually get a fixer-upper with a conventional loan. Conventional loans might have a little bit higher interest rate because, again, there's kind of more risk involved since you're not getting that, like, special inspection appraisal done on the house. But again, overall, there's more flexibility, and there's more flexibility in, like, what you can buy. So those are kind of the three loans. So if you have any questions about those, of course, drop them below or reach out. I'd be happy to answer questions, walk you through kind of what that process, your options might be, whatever. Or I will refer you to one of my preferred lenders. So let me talk about my preferred lenders. You'll hear like realtors say like, oh, I'm working with, my client's working with a preferred lender. Here's my preferred lender. You should work with them. So the nice thing about when you are buying a house, if you're working with me using one of my preferred lenders, is that I have already established a great like personal relationship with all of my preferred lenders. So I can pretty much contact them anytime. We have like good understanding of like trying to push the deal forward, that kind of thing. So I know how to get a hold of them. And we all work like really well together in order to get the deal done. Now, what I look for personally in my preferred lenders, so I've interviewed a lot of lenders. I've worked with several lenders to try and like see, I'll usually give them a deal. If it doesn't work out, then I may not refer them again, that kind of thing. So I do take this very seriously. And what I look for is like obviously very knowledgeable about the real estate market and on both sides, right? Like kind of the housing and all that stuff, pricing, but also obviously is like mortgage rates, information about loans and that kind of thing. So very knowledgeable and experienced in their craft is one thing. Personable, like I don't like working with people that are very personable or don't seem very nice or whatever. So all of my lenders are super personable, super sweet and nice and kind, and they will talk you through the process. They don't just like throw numbers at you and not talk to you again, or just ask for forms and not explain it. So all of my lenders are like open books. You can ask them anything and they will really, really guide you and hold your hand through the process if you need it. They are hardworking and committed to their craft, and like I said, I can really contact them anytime. So we really work well together to make sure that the deal is getting done in a timely manner in what we can control. Sometimes when it goes to underwriters, or there's certain things that we can't control, but they work hard. We work hard together on the things that we can control to get the deal done. The other thing, and one of the I think unique but also one of the most important things with all of my lenders is they're all very creative. So in the sense that if we encounter some kind of hiccup in getting your loan or whatever, they think outside the box. One, to help us get the loan, but two, they will also fight to get the loan. So they will talk to the underwriters, try to find a way to make it work for everybody. I have worked with lenders in the past that are like, nope, they said we can't do it and that's it, we're done. Where all of my lenders will be like, actually, I think we can make it work because of this and this and that. So then we can really push it through together because they are so creative. So if you need a lender, please reach out, let me know, and I will get you in touch with them. I do have a few so that we can really find the one that like you jive with the most and you really like. So, and then we can get, your questions answered, your deals done, whatever that looks like. So that is kind of my spiel on financing. It's something that everybody kind of knows about, but like doesn't necessarily always know the details. So if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Sorry for the shakiness. My foot just kicked the stand. But thanks for dealing with me, hanging with me always. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you have any requests on what you would like to see in future Real Simple videos, make sure to drop those below so that I can get all of your questions answered. And thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you all next month. Bye.